Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to a YouTube bonus. Thank you for taking the time. So I'm getting a lot of mail about why was Hillary Clinton in Munich at the security conference there. She's not a member of the U.S. government and all that. Well, it was a private thing. It was just like the Switzerland Economic Conference. And she was invited. So she's a free person. She can go wherever she wants to go. And in the process, of course, she's going to be asked political questions, and certainly about Donald Trump, whom she loathes. And, I wrote the book, United States of Trump, and the back and forth that happened on election night where Trump defeated Hillary is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. She thought she had it. And so there is this deep-seated animus. So anyway, Hillary Clinton shows up in Munich, and they have a roundtable discussion about security matters, including Ukraine. So enter the Czech Foreign Minister, a man named Peter Matzinka. I've never heard of him before, but he apparently is a fan of President Trump. Okay? And he and Hillary Clinton go at it. Roll the tape.
What I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction for something for some policies that really went too far from the regular people, too far from reality. So we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism.
Which gender? Women having their rights? No, let Peter go on.
I think there are two genders. So, but some of
us
think that there is more than one or more than two gender. I think there is male and female, and the rest probably is a social construct. So this is something that went too far.
But does that justify selling out the people of Ukraine who are on the front lines dying to save their freedom and their two genders, if that's what you're worried about?
Can I please finish my points? I'm sorry that it makes you nervous. I'm really sorry for that.
Make me nervous.
Okay, guy gives it right back to her. But that caught my eye. So Hillary Clinton is accusing President Trump of, quote, selling out the people of Ukraine. How? I'm sitting here and I'm going, we have given about $175 billion to Ukraine, American taxpayers. Okay, now that's not all under Donald Trump. There was some of that came under Biden. Okay, but $175 billion, and Trump engineered a weapons transfer. Okay, so it goes USA, NATO to Ukraine. He has slapped onerous sanctions on Putin. What else do you want him to do? Do you want him to go in with military? So I'm sitting there going, selling out the people of Ukraine. How many times has the Trump administration tried to engage Putin, who's the real villain here, in peace talks? How many? I mean, what do you want, lady? Sorry to be disrespectful, but you deserve it. This is crazy. So we searched around. I said, look, find me a soundbite from Hillary Clinton where she puts forth her vision of what should happen in Ukraine. Go.
I think that the Trump administration's position toward Ukraine is disgraceful. I think the effort to force Ukraine into a surrender deal with Putin is shameful. I think the effort that Putin and Trump are making to profit off the misery and death of the Ukrainian people is a historic error and corrupt to the nth degree.
Okay, but how is Trump trying to profit off the misery of the Ukrainian people? That's defamation. That's a smear. I mean, there's no upside for President Trump. And let me be very clear. The Democratic Party doesn't make that accusation. They're not running around saying that the United States and President Trump is selling out the people in Ukraine. They're not making accusations that there's some kind of profit motive. I mean, this is just nuts. Now, what's the genesis of it? She's obviously an angry woman, Hillary Clinton. I've met her a couple of times and had respectful conversation with her. She never said, I mean, did she sit with me for an interview? I can't even remember. But I did off the air, met her a few times. Bill Clinton sat a number of times with me. But Hillary Clinton's a bitter, bitter woman. And she now is making these irresponsible accusations that the United States, President Trump, is somehow corrupt in his dealings in Ukraine. Now, I've been involved with this. Trump is trying his hardest to try to get Putin to be reasonable. And it looks like Putin is in so much trouble now, economically, with his own people, a million casualties, Russian casualties, that Putin may go, which would be the best thing that could happen for the world, that's for sure. But I'm sitting there going, you can't make these accusations and retain any credibility, and you should back them up. What are you talking about? Profiting from Putin and Trump are profiting from the Ukrainian war. That's just vile. With a capital V. Profiting? How? How? Now, Hillary Clinton's allowed to say stuff like that. Private citizen, got invited, went over to Munich. They had her on a panel. I'm glad the Czech guy gave her a hard time. I'm thrilled that he did, because the press won't. As soon as Hillary Clinton came back to the USA, it should have been lined up. What are you talking about? Because not only does she demean President Trump, she demeans this whole country. All right? She demeans her own party, the Democratic Party. If there was some kind of profit motive, believe me, CNN would lead with it, the New York Times, the Washington Post. They'd have it all over the front page. What are you talking about? So to me, I understand exactly what's happening here. Trump would love to have the Ukraine war stop. He's trying to convince Zelensky that you might have to concede some territory. Zelensky has come to that realization himself. Meanwhile, Putin continues to kill women and children. And it's to Trump's benefit to stop it with this Nobel Peace Prize stuff, right? Anyway, not a good look for Hillary Clinton. That's for sure. Thank you for listening to this YouTube bonus. I'm Bill O'Reilly. We'll see you again soon.